Your voice, your gift, your power.
Hi, my name is Hanlé Barnard, the voice expert, and it's incredible to have Seain Bell here. We're so honored to have people talk about honest events, things that's happened in their lives that they've had to overcome in order to be the brilliant people they are today. Seain Bell, thank you very much for the interview.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, you had meningitis when you were a baby, and this affected your body. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Okay, well, basically, I was 4 months old when I had it, so it affected the left side of my brain, right side of my body. I went through immense of physio training, gymming, like injections, trying to make it straight. People have even advised me to why not someone just take it off and put like prosthetic arms or prosthetic legs on.
Right.
Doctors asked if I can sit in a wheelchair. Eventually my mom said no, he's going to eventually walk one day.
So you couldn't walk?
So I couldn't really walk now. I always had to have a stick with me. So eventually I got to a point of where in my life I decided, you know what, bust the rest. I am going to live my life, I'm not going to let anything stop me. And today I'm not walking with a stick, I'm not sitting in a wheelchair. I still have my limbs on me. So
that's incredible.
Yeah, I go to the gym and I exercise to get the right side strong, obviously. So yeah.
But we had a conversation once, and that's why I asked you also to come into the interview. I see you as a really confident human being that's obviously had to embrace this and make it work for you. And how have you managed to do that, to be confident and to get all those gifts out despite your journey?
I live my life the way I want to. People eventually come to me, it's like you have a lot of encouragement and courage. Where do you get it from? And I was like, I just have it, I can't really explain where I get it from. I just live my life. Like if I can put to the reasons of my life, 23 years of being on this earth,
right.
I went through so much hardship with friends, hardship with families, and how to live life myself.
Right.
And eventually I got to a point of saying, you know what, it's time to reflect on myself. I mustn't be out there pleasing anyone else, or else I would have not enjoyed life, or would have not got to where I am right now with life. So where I get my courage is from the Lord. So
and you're not the first. Everybody that's been through suffering has said this.
So he's the one that gives me the courage, He's the one that says, listen here, sorry for what actually happened to you, but I can show you a better way of showing to people that I still exist in this world. So, yeah.
And Seain, I know it's a difficult question in terms of if you didn't have this that happened to you, do you think you'd be the person and have the strength that you have today? We obviously
I ask myself every day that question. I'm like, imagine if I wasn't like this. Where would have been in life? What person would have actually been today if I didn't have this, say now, gift, if I can put it like that.
Yes.
Where would have I been? I would have not been that. Oh look, there goes little Hellboy, but look at what he achieved,
Look what he achieved.
Where he came from, what background that he came from, look how strong he is now. I would probably be one of those jerk boys that are very rude to other people, or very selfish, or don't want things from people. So I'm actually, on the one hand, sad that I'm like this because I can't enjoy life very well like a normal person, but on the other hand, I'm actually glad I'm like that because I've learned a lot what other people could not learn.
You said to me one day, and it was very interesting, when I spoke to Seain one day, you said, when people stare at you, I find it quite rude when people... Remember we had that conversation about staring? Sorry, you experienced that on a...
Everyday basis, yeah. Every time I go out, people either stare at me. Well, for instance, like today, I went to go drop off washing at the washing place, and people just like the kid legitimately climbed up because like, Mom, why does that boy walk like that?
Yeah.
Eventually I just approached the lady and I was like, listen, don't want to be rude, but I can explain why I walk like this. So I explained to them and they were like all shocked, and I can't drive away. So I was like, why haven't I said?
People sometimes.
So
how do you deal with it? I mean, if I think this made you an incredibly strong person in terms of how you deal with it.
Well, if I'm walking, for instance, if I'm walking in the mall, obviously you get hundreds of people staring at you, so you can't just approach every single one.
Every single one.
So at times I just ignore them. I just like, oh, they don't know any better. But the moment they start pointing and talking about me, I approach them, because that's one thing I don't like. Look, you can ask me, you can approach me, ask me, but don't point, laugh and stare and say, look,
absolutely
funny, or you can't do this, you know.
And we all have our disabilities as human beings. Some you can see, some you can't see.
I said,
do you know what I mean?
I said that same thing today, because I just came a few hours off from the gym. I said the same thing to the headmaster lady. I told her, well, she asked me, why are you disabled? I was like, well, I'm not actually disabled. We're actually all disabled.
We are all disabled.
It's just, you can hide it, I can't.
It's true, and it's almost,
and then she just looked at me and she's like, yeah, actually, you're right.
Everybody is. And that's what these talks are about. But if there's somebody there that is in a similar position than you, what would you tell them you have in common? And what would you say your biggest gift is that you have won despite all the hardships and heartbreak you've gone through, obviously, in your journey on this planet?
Well, first of all, keep your head up. It's not that bad. Life is a bit wonky at times, but you can't let that little one thing get you down. If you get that little one thing get you down, you might as well just give up. It's all in your mind. With me, all the things I came across and went through, I had a choice. Either I give up here and I go for eternity, or never give up here and keep on going.
You've never lost your inner voice, your inner strength.
My mind is my biggest weapon, and obviously that's for everyone as well. Normal and not normal. It's your mind is your make it your final decision. You can feel in your heart sad, but your mind says, okay, today I'm going to feel bad for myself, or today I'm going to be coming up strong to fight the war. So if the person's in the same shoes as me, don't give up in your head. Just ask God for one more. Just ask God that one more. That's how I lived my life. Through the year I went on a gap year course. I've did everything else.
You did. Sean actually did. What sports did you do? You did all kinds of stuff.
Well,
did you go shark diving?
I went open level 1 water diving. I did bungee jumping. I pulled a 2-ton school bus, and
you what?
I pulled a 2-ton school bus.
You pulled a school bus.
And I walked mountains bigger than Table Mountain.
I think that's spiritual and physical, the mountains that you have walked, Seain Bell. And I'm so happy and honoured to be chatting to you this afternoon.
It's an honour to be here.
Thanks for not losing your inner voice and for being such a kind human being, despite it. That was Seain Bell, absolutely incredible speaking to him. Had meningitis when he was 4 months old and has survived greatness. This is Hanlé Barnard with the Voice Expert. Thanks, Sean.
Thank you.